The church bells tolled like a death knell as I stood at the altar, my heart pounding in my chest, waiting for Emily to walk down the aisle. But instead of her radiant smile, a frantic whisper from my best man shattered everything. "Alex, you need to see this now. It's about you and him." In that frozen moment, I glimpsed the phone screen showing intimate messages between me and my secret lover, Ryan, exposed for all to see, turning my carefully constructed life into ruins. I bolted from the altar, the gasps of the congregation echoing behind me as I raced to the vestry, my tuxedo jacket flapping like a flag of surrender. How had this happened? Ryan and I had been so careful, our stolen moments hidden in the shadows of New York City's anonymity. But now, on what was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, the truth clawed its way out, threatening to destroy not just my wedding, but my entire world. My mind flashed back to how it all began, 2 years ago in the bustling corridors of Columbia University. I was Alex Thompson, the golden boy from a conservative Texas family, majoring in business with dreams of taking over my father's oil empire. Straight-A student, captain of the debate team, engaged to Emily, the perfect Southern belle my parents adored. Life was a straight line, predictable and safe, until Ryan Hayes walked into my ethics class, with his sharp intellect and disarming smile that made my stomach twist in ways I couldn't explain. Ryan was everything I wasn't: openly gay from a liberal San Francisco family, studying philosophy with a passion for social justice. He challenged every assumption I held dear, his arguments in class debates slicing through my defenses like a hot knife. "Morality isn't black and white, Alex," he'd say, his eyes locking onto mine with an intensity that left me breathless. "It's about who we are when no one's watching." I dismissed him at first, labeling him as just another activist type. But late-night study sessions turned into deep conversations, and before I knew it, I was questioning more than just ethical dilemmas. One rainy evening in the library, as thunder rattled the windows, Ryan leaned in close over a shared textbook. "You know, Alex, you don't have to pretend with me." His hand brushed mine, and a spark ignited something buried deep inside. I pulled away, heart racing, but the seed was planted. That night, I lay awake in my dorm, replaying the moment, feeling a mix of terror and exhilaration. What was this? Attraction? No, it couldn't be. I was straight, engaged, destined for a life of boardrooms and family barbecues. But the pull was undeniable. We started meeting outside class, grabbing coffee in hidden cafes where no one from my circle would spot us. Ryan shared stories of his coming out, the freedom he felt after years of hiding. "It's like breathing for the first time," he said, his voice soft with conviction. I envied him, even as I pushed down my own confusion. My family would never understand. My father, a staunch Republican, often ranted about traditional values at dinner tables. My mother, ever the peacemaker, would crumble under the scandal. And Emily? She was innocent in all this, planning our future with wedding magazines and dreams of kids. The first kiss happened in Central Park, under a canopy of autumn leaves. We were arguing about Kant's categorical imperative when Ryan stopped mid-sentence, cupped my face, and pressed his lips to mine. Time stopped. It was electric, right, in a way nothing else had ever felt. But guilt crashed over me like a wave. I shoved him away, stammering excuses, and fled back to my apartment. That night, I called Emily, hearing the love in her voice, and vowed to end whatever this was with Ryan. Yet I couldn't stay away. Our meetings became clandestine, fueled by whispered promises and stolen touches. Ryan pushed me to be honest. "You can't live a lie forever, Alex. It's eating you alive." He was right. The deception weighed on me, manifesting in sleepless nights and strained family calls. My father sensed something off during Thanksgiving break. "You seem distracted, son. Everything okay with Emily?" I nodded, forcing a smile, but inside, I was fracturing. As graduation approached, the pressure mounted. My parents flew in, beaming with pride, introducing me to business contacts. Ryan watched from afar, his eyes filled with unspoken longing. After the ceremony, in a quiet corner of the campus, he confronted me. What now, Alex? Are you going to marry her and pretend I'm just a phase? His words stung because they mirrored my deepest fears. I promised him I'd figure it out, but deep down, I knew I was coward. The engagement party was a lavish affair at my parents' estate in the Hamptons. Emily glowed in her designer dress, toasting to our future. Ryan wasn't invited, of course, but he texted me throughout, each message a dagger. Is this what you want? I slipped away to the garden, calling him in a panic. I love you, Ryan, but I can't blow up my life. His silence on the line was deafening. Then you're choosing fear over us, he finally said, his voice breaking. I hung up, returning to the party with a fake smile, but the seed of doubt had grown into a choking vine. Months blurred into wedding preparations. Invitations sent, venues booked, all while I maintained the facade. Ryan and I met less frequently, our encounters laced with desperation. He begged me to come clean. Think about the damage you're doing. To Emily, to yourself, to me. But the thought of my father's disapproval, the societal backlash in our conservative circles, paralyzed me. I convinced myself that marriage would fix me, that Ryan was a temporary aberration. Then came the bachelor party in Vegas, a whirlwind of excess meant to celebrate my last days of freedom. My friends dragged me to clubs, but my mind was elsewhere. In a drunken haze, I texted Ryan my location. He flew out, showing up at my hotel room in the dead of night. This ends now, Alex. You have to choose. We argued fiercely, voices raised, until exhaustion led to a passionate reconciliation. But as dawn broke, reality intruded. I can't, I whispered, sending him away. It was the last time I saw him before the wedding. Back in New York, doubts gnawed at me. Emily noticed my distance. Alex, talk to me. Are you having second thoughts? I reassured her, but the lie tasted bitter. My parents arrived a week before the big day, my father clapping me on the back. Proud of you, son. This is the start of something great. Their expectations were a noose tightening around my neck. The rehearsal dinner was tense. Toasts flowed, but I felt like an imposter. That night, alone in my hotel suite, I scrolled through old messages with Ryan, tears blurring the screen. Had I made the biggest mistake of my life? The answer came the next morning, in the form of an anonymous email to my best man. Screenshots of our conversations, photos from our meetings. Someone had been watching. Panic surged as I realized the exposure could ruin everything. And now, here I was, hiding in the vestry, the wedding in chaos. Emily burst in, her face streaked with mascara. Is it true, Alex? Are you gay? The word hung in the air, heavy with accusation and hurt. I couldn't deny it anymore. I'm sorry, I choked out. I love you, but not like that. She slapped me, the sting nothing compared to the pain in her eyes. How could you do this to us? She stormed out, leaving me alone with my shattered illusions. My parents arrived next, my father's face thunderous. What the hell is going on, Alex? This better be a joke. I shook my head, the words tumbling out. Dad, I'm gay. I've been seeing someone. A man. The silence was explosive. My mother gasped, clutching her pearls. My father turned red. You what? After everything we've done for you? This family doesn't tolerate that nonsense. He disowned me on the spot, his words cutting deeper than any knife. You're no son of mine. They left, the door slamming like a final judgment. Reeling from the confrontation, I stumbled out of the church, the summer sun mocking my despair. Guests whispered as I passed, their pitying stares burning into my skin. I hailed a cab to my apartment, the city blurring past in a haze of regret. How had I let it come to this? The anonymous leak? Who could it be? Ayeles rival? Or worse, someone close? But deeper questions loomed. Why had I hidden so long? The fear of rejection, of losing my place in the world I knew, had kept me chained. Arriving home, I collapsed on the couch, phone buzzing with furious messages. Emily's, we're done. Don't contact me. My sisters. What happened? Mom's hysterical. I ignored them all, dialing Ryan instead. He answered on the first ring, voice cautious. Alex? Is it over? I broke down, sobbing the story. Everything's ruined. They know. Silence. Then, where are you? I'm coming over. Ryan arrived within the hour, pulling me into a fierce hug. You did it. You finally faced it. But his comfort felt hollow. No, Ryan. I didn't choose this, it was forced on me. And now I've hurt everyone. We sat on the floor, backs against the wall, as I poured out the years of internal torment. The nights I'd prayed to be normal. The self-loathing that poisoned every joy. Ryan listened, his hand in mine. It's not your fault society makes us hide. But you have to own this now. The next days were a whirlwind of fallout. My father cut off my trust fund, leaving me scrambling for rent. Friends divided. Some supportive, others ghosting me with awkward excuses. At work, whispers followed me in the office. My entry-level position at a finance firm suddenly precarious. My boss pulled me aside. Alex, this personal drama. It's distracting the team. Get it together. The pressure built, a constant reminder of the cost of authenticity. Ryan urged me to fight back. Come to a support group with me. Meet others who've been through this. Reluctant, I agreed, stepping into a community center in Brooklyn. The room was filled with faces like mine. Wary, wounded, but resilient. Stories of disownment, discrimination echoed my own. One man shared losing his job after coming out. Another, reconciling with family after years apart. It was a balm, but also a mirror to my cowardice. Why hadn't I been brave sooner? As weeks turned to months, Ryan and I grew closer, our relationship no longer shrouded in secrecy. We walked hand in hand through the village, attended pride events, his confidence bolstering mine. But shadows lingered. Emily sued for emotional distress, dragging our failed engagement into court. The proceedings were brutal, her lawyer painting me as a deceitful manipulator. Mr. Thompson knowingly entered a fraudulent union, he argued. I took the stand, voice trembling. I was scared. I thought I could change. The judge ruled in her favor for damages. Another blow to my finances. Family ties frayed further. My mother called sporadically, torn between love and loyalty to my father. He'll come around, Alex. Give him time. But time only hardened his stance. At a family gathering I wasn't invited to, he reportedly declared me dead to him. The rejection stung, fueling nights of doubt. Was love worth this exile? Ryan held me through the tears. We're building something real. Don't let them win. Yet cracks appeared in our bond. Ryan's activism clashed with my lingering conservatism. He pushed for me to speak out publicly. Share your story. It could help others. I resisted. I'm not ready to be a poster boy. Arguments escalated, his frustration mounting. You're still hiding, Alex. Even with me. One night, after a heated debate on marriage equality, he stormed out. Call me when you're all in. Alone again, I questioned if I could ever fully commit. Work became a battleground. A promotion dangled, but rumors of my lifestyle reached upper management. During a review, my supervisor hinted, "We value discretion here." The implication was clear: conform or leave. I swallowed my pride, focusing on spreadsheets to prove my worth. But inside, resentment brewed. How many others suffered in silence? The ethical dilemma gnawed. Stay safe or stand up? A turning point came at a company event. A colleague, closeted himself, confided in me. Seeing you out, it gives me hope. His words ignited something. I began mentoring him discreetly, sharing resources. Ryan noticed the change when he returned. You're growing, he said, pride in his eyes. We reconciled stronger, but the world kept testing us. Social media amplified the drama. Old friends posted veiled criticisms, fueling online trolls. Fakers like him ruin lives, one comment read. Ryan wanted to respond, but I held back. It'll pass. Deep down, I knew it wouldn't. The constant scrutiny eroded my resolve, making me withdraw. Ryan grew distant again. I can't be with someone half-committed. The holidays approached, a stark reminder of isolation. No family invites, just Ryan's small gathering in his apartment. His parents welcomed me warmly, a contrast to my own. "You're family now," his mother said, hugging me. Tears welled as I realized what I'd lost and gained. But envy stirred. Why couldn't my family be like this? A surprise call from my sister changed everything. "Alex, Dad's had a heart attack. He's asking for you." Shock coursed through me. Was this reconciliation or manipulation? Ryan encouraged me. "Go. Face it." I boarded a flight to Texas, heart heavy with trepidation. The hospital room was sterile, my father frail in the bed. "Son," he whispered, eyes misty. I was wrong. Fear made me blind. We talked for hours, bridging years of pain. Not full acceptance, but a start. Returning to New York, hope flickered. But waiting was a bombshell, Ryan's text. "We need to talk. In person." Dread settled as I met him at our favorite cafe. His face was grave. "Alex, during our break, I met someone else." The words hit like a freight train. Betrayal surged. "How could you?" He sighed. "You weren't ready. I needed more." The irony burned. I'd sacrificed everything for us, only to be left behind. Stunned, I stared at Ryan across the cafe table, the aroma of coffee turning sour in my throat. Someone else? After everything we've been through? He looked away, guilt etching his features. "It wasn't planned. We were on a break, Alex. You pushed me away." Rage boiled over. I was fighting for us. For me. Patrons glanced our way, but I didn't care. This was the ultimate irony. The man who'd preached authenticity had betrayed me. I stormed out, the city streets a blur of neon and noise. How had I not seen this coming? Ryan's growing impatience, the late nights at meetings. Blind trust had been my downfall. Back home, I paced, replaying our history. From secret kisses to public fights, we'd built something fragile. But fragility breaks under pressure. Was this the price of my hesitation? The next morning, a knock at the door. It was Mark, Ryan's someone else, a fellow activist I'd met briefly. "I didn't know about you two until recently," he said, earnest. Ryan ended it when he realized he still loved you. Confusion swirled. "Then why tell me?" Mark shrugged. "He couldn't face you. Thought you'd hate him." I did hate him in that moment, but beneath it, hurt dominated. Love doesn't vanish overnight. Confronting Ryan at his apartment, the air thick with tension. "Explain," I demanded. He confessed. "A fleeting affair born of loneliness. I felt invisible, Alex. You were so wrapped up in your struggles." Excuses, but they rang true. My self-absorption had left him adrift. We yelled, cried, dissected every flaw. "We both made mistakes," he admitted. Forgiveness teetered on the edge. Could I trust again? Deciding to try, we set boundaries. Therapy sessions became our lifeline, unpacking layers of trauma. The counselor probed deep. "Alex, your fear stems from family conditioning. Ryan, your impatience from past rejections." Insights hurt but healed. Slowly, we rebuilt, stronger foundations emerging. Yet, external forces loomed. My father's health scare prompted tentative outreach. Phone calls evolved into visits. "I'm trying to understand," he said during one. We discussed politics, values, finding common ground in unexpected places. My mother mediated, her quiet strength a glue, but full acceptance, elusive. "I love you, son. But this, it's hard." Progress painful and slow. At work, discrimination reared uglier. A project I led was reassigned. Client concerns cited. Whispers turned to overt snubs. Fed up, I filed a complaint with HR. The investigation revealed biases, leading to sensitivity training. Vindication, but at a cost. Colleagues resented me. "Troublemaker," one muttered. Standing up felt empowering, yet isolating. Was authenticity worth the fight? Social circles shifted. Old friends faded. New ones from the LGBTQ community filled the void. At a fundraiser, I met survivors of conversion therapy, their stories harrowing. One young man, barely 20, shared his escape from a religious family. They tried to fix me. It mirrored my internal battles, igniting a fire. I volunteered, channeling pain into purpose. Ryan joined, our shared mission bonding us.
Bút mâu thuẫn đạo đức su phây.
Ryan's activism included protests against conservative policies my family supported. How can you defend them? He asked. They're changing, I countered. Tensions flared, testing our fragile peace. During a rally, I spotted a familiar face, my cousin, counter-protesting. Words exchanged, family loyalties clashing. You're brainwashed, he sneered. The divide deepened. Personal betrayals compounded. Emily, post-lawsuit, leaked details to tabloids. Headlines screamed, "Society wedding implodes over gay scandal." Paparazzi hounded me, twisting facts. Ryan stood by, but the strain showed. This is too much, he confided one night. Doubt crept in. Were we doomed? Pivotal choice arose. A job offer in San Francisco, Ryan's hometown, promised escape. Let's start fresh, he urged. But it meant leaving my mending family ties. Agonizing, I weighed options. Stay and fight or flee for happiness. My father pleaded, "Don't go. We're working on this." Torn, I chose Ryan, packing boxes with mixed emotions. The move was bittersweet. California's openness liberated, but homesickness gnawed. Ryan thrived in familiar surroundings, his career soaring. I struggled, adapting to a new firm amid culture shock. Loneliness set in during his long hours. Old insecurities resurfaced. Was I enough? A surprise visit from my parents bridged the gap. "We miss you," my mother said, hugging tightly. My father, awkward but sincere. I read some books, trying to get it. Dinner with Ryan was tense, but breakthroughs happened. "Tell me about yourself," my dad asked him. Stories flowed, walls crumbling. Not perfect, but progress. Yet fate twisted again. Ryan's ex, from before me, reappeared, offering a dream job collaboration. Jealousy flared. "It's professional," he assured, but late nights fueled suspicions. One evening I found flirty texts. "Not again," I confronted. He denied, but trust fractured. I thought we were past this. The argument escalated, doors slamming. In the aftermath, solitude forced reflection. Had I traded one cage for another? The cycle of hurt, deception, betrayal, forgiveness seemed endless. Was love a battlefield, or could it be peace? Waking to an empty bed, Ryan's note on the pillow, "Need space. Let's talk later." Panic gripped me. Had I pushed too far? The San Francisco fog mirrored my mood as I wandered the streets, replaying the fight. Accusations flew, my paranoia, his secrecy. But deeper, it revealed unresolved wounds. Therapy had helped, but scars lingered. Calling my sister for advice, her voice steady. "Alex, you've come so far. Don't let fear win." She shared family updates. Dad attending a PFLAG meeting. "He's changing for you." Encouraged, I sought Ryan at his office. Finding him buried in work, I pleaded, "We can't keep hurting each other." Tears fell as we embraced. "I love you," he whispered. "Let's fix this." Recommitment brought intensity. We planned a commitment ceremony, small and intimate. Inviting family was risky. My parents agreed to come, a monumental step. Emily surprisingly sent well wishes. "I've moved on. Be happy." Closure, finally. But society struck back. At work, a client refused my services upon learning my orientation. Personal values clash. My boss backed down, reassigning me. Fury rose. "This is discrimination." I lawyered up, filing a suit. Media attention followed, turning me into an unwitting advocate. Interviews piled up, my story inspiring some, enraging others. Hate mail arrived. "You're destroying America." The toll was heavy, but purpose emerged. Ryan's project with his ex proceeded, boundaries clear. "Trust me," he said. I did, but vigilance remained. During a gala, the ex cornered me. "Ryan's lucky to have you." Flattery or flirtation? I brushed it off, but seeds of doubt sprouted. Family visit coincided with Pride Month. Dad's discomfort at the parade was palpable. This is a lot, but he stayed asking questions. Why the flags? Ryan explained patiently. A moment of connection. Dad admitted, I was raised differently, scared of what I didn't know. Vulnerability bridged gaps. Personal growth accelerated. I wrote a blog post about my journey going viral. Messages flooded in. Your story saved me. Empowerment surged, but backlash too. A conservative talk show lambasted me.
Thompson exemplifies moral dica.
My father called, upset. They're twisting your words. His defense warmed me. Amid highs, lows struck. Ryan's health scare, a routine check revealing a lump. Fear gripped us. What if? Biopsy waited, days agonizing. Negative results brought relief, but perspective. Life's short, he said. No more half measures. We deepened our bond, planning travels. Yet, ethical quandaries persisted. A friend faced outing at work. What should I do? He asked. I advised caution, but Ryan pushed activism. Fight. The debate mirrored our dynamic. Balancing personal safety with societal change became our mantra. A betrayal from within. My cousin leaked family secrets to the press. Thompson's dad donated to anti-gay causes. Scandal erupted, straining our fragile reconciliation. Dad denied recent involvement. Old mistakes. Confrontation at a family dinner turned explosive. You hypocrite, I yelled. He broke down.
I'm sorry.
Truly. Forgiveness tested limits. Moving forward, Ryan and I co-founded a support group for late bloomers. Sharing experiences healed us. One member, echoing my past, I'm engaged, but in love with a man. Guiding him felt redemptive. Highs peaked at our ceremony. Vows exchanged under Golden Gate Bridge sunset. Through betrayals and awakenings, I choose you, I said. Tears flowed. My parents attended, Dad walking me down the aisle, a symbolic gesture. Proud of you, he murmured. Post-honeymoon, reality intruded. Job loss from the lawsuit backlash. Too controversial, they said.
Unemploiement loomed, finance trend.
Ryan supported. We'll manage. But stress mounted, arguments resurfacing. You sacrificed for me. Now what? A job in advocacy offered salvation. Use your voice, the director said. Accepting meant full exposure. Ryan beamed. This is you. But fear lingered. More damage? Settling into the new role, I navigated uncharted waters. Speeches at conferences, lobbying in D.C. My story a tool for change. Impact was tangible, policies shifted, minds opened. But exhaustion crept in. You're burning out, Ryan warned. Balance eluded me, our time together dwindling. A major conflict arose. A bill threatening LGBTQ rights. Ryan organized protests. I lobbied behind scenes. Clashing strategies led to friction. Your way's too safe, he accused. Yours risks lives, I countered. The divide widened, echoing early days. Personal toll mounted. A death threat arrived, anonymous but chilling. Watch your back. Police involved, but fear shadowed us. Is this worth it? I asked Ryan. He held me. Yes, for the greater good. But doubt festered. Family dynamics evolved. Dad fully embraced, attending events. I was wrong for so long. Redemption arcs aren't linear, but his humbled me. Mom flourished, joining support groups. Love wins, she said. Yet ultimate test came. Ryan received an offer abroad, activism in Europe. Come with me, he pleaded. But my work anchored me stateside. I can't abandon this. Heart-wrenching decision loomed. Love or purpose? Nights of soul-searching followed. Memories flashed. The wedding disaster, betrayals, awakenings. I'd paid dearly for truth, lost family, friends, security. But gained self-love, impact. Was parting the next price? We chose compromise. Long distance with plans to reunite. We'll make it work, Ryan said at the airport, kiss lingering. Tears fell as he boarded. Emptiness engulfed me. Months later, thriving separately, but aching. Video calls sustained, but distance bred misunderstandings. A heated argument. You're prioritizing work over us. Guilt consumed. Was I repeating patterns? Reunion planned, but fate intervened. A protest turned violent. Ryan injured. Rushing to his side, hospital vigil. I love you, he murmured, recovering. Crisis clarified. Life without him unbearable. Relocating to join him, sacrificing the job. New chapters, I said. Together in Paris, advocacy continued globally. Challenges persisted. Cultural barriers, homesickness, but unity fortified. Reflecting on the journey. From hidden desires to public truths, the costs immense. Hurt inflicted, received, choices debated. Society's pressures, family's expectations, personal ethics, all collided, forging resilience. In the end, was coming out the right path despite the pain it caused others?